always sunny in Woodstock, isn't it?
Big chunks of ice
and
floating
snowing
down the
in
White River.
Montpelier.
Big chunks of ice floating down the White River.
The Senate will please come to order. It's my pleasure to welcome for this morning's devotional exercise, Rabbi Toby Weissman, Director of the Jewish Communities of Vermont, for our devotional. Welcome, Rabbi.
Thank you so much for having me today. Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning.
Every week, Jews all over the world read a specific Torah portion from the Hebrew scriptures. The Hebrew word Torah, meaning Hebrew scriptures, actually has a deeper meaning, which means direction. And the Lubavitcher Rebbe of blessed memory teaches us that we have to live with the times. What does this mean? It means that the Torah portion for each week is giving us a way to relate to what is happening today. It's giving us direction to our personal and collective lives right now. So what can we learn from this week's Torah portion that can give us direction to our own lives? This week in the Torah portion, we read that Moses came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tablets of the covenant containing the 10 commandments given to Moses directly from God. Moses had been on Mount Sinai for 40 days and 40 nights, not eating or drinking the whole time. And as he was descending from the mountain, Moses looked down and saw how the children of Israel were worshiping a golden calf and committing all kinds of not holy acts. In reaction, Moses threw down the 2 tablets and broke them in the sight of all the people. Our rabbis teach us that afterwards, Moses felt bad about it. He regretted having thrown down these tablets that were really written by God with the finger of God, as it says. And God said to him, "Don't worry, you did the right thing." The first tablets only had the 10 commandments, but the second tablets, which I'm going to give you, will also contain the whole written Torah and the entire oral tradition. That is according to a midrash. It's not written specifically in the text. So Jewish tradition asks, why did God include all these additional teachings? Why didn't God include all these additional teachings with the first tablets? Why did God wait for Moses to break the tablets until he broke the tablets and then give us these additional teachings, which are so life-giving for us in our lives today? Rabbi Shlomo Carlebach answers that in order for us to be ready to receive the light that's coming down to us all the time from heaven, from God's teachings, we must recognize that we ourselves are broken on the inside. We need to fix ourselves. And after we witnessed the breaking of the tablets, we realized that our hearts broke open and we realized we are broken on the inside. The world is broken. And we wanted to fix ourselves. And we wanted to fix our communities and the whole world. Jewish tradition teaches us that the broken tablets are in the Ark of the Covenant as well as the whole tablets. And this teaches us that in order to become whole, we need to recognize that we are broken, that our world is broken. And we are placed here in this world, each of us, to acknowledge the broken places within ourselves and in our world. And we are here to strive every day to make our lives and the world around us a better place for all to dwell. And I know that all of you are here doing that every day. Rabbi Shlomo tells us that every day our soul is crying out, what is the meaning of my life today? How can I keep my heart open so that I can mend my own relationships? What can I do to make myself, my community, and the entire world a better place to live? As Leonard Cohen sings not so long ago, there is a crack in everything. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. That's how the light gets in. So may we commit ourselves today to recognizing where we are broken inside, personally and collectively, and work to let the light shine brighter in our own lives and in our own communities. Thank you for inviting me today.
Thank you so much. That was wonderful. Are there any announcements this morning? The senator from Chittenden is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I speak today about a dark anniversary in American history. Tomorrow marks the 80th anniversary of the incarceration or internment of Japanese Americans by executive order of President Franklin Roosevelt. And if I may, I would like to read from a presidential proclamation issued by President Biden today.
You may.
80 years ago, on February 19, 1942, President Franklin D. Roosevelt signed Executive Order 9066, stripping people of Japanese descent of their civil rights. That order and the subsequent actions carried out by the federal government represent one of the most shameful chapters in our nation's history. On this day of remembrance of Japanese American incarceration during World War II, we acknowledge the unjust incarceration of some 120,000 Japanese Americans, approximately 2/3 of whom were born in the United States. And I'd like to read from the end. Now, therefore, I, Joseph R. Biden Jr., President of the United States of America, by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Constitution and the laws of the United States, do hereby proclaim February 19th, 2022 as a day of remembrance of Japanese American incarceration during World War II. I call upon the people of the United States to commemorate this injustice against civil liberties and civil rights during World War II, to honor the sacrifice of those who defended the democratic ideals of this nation, and to commit together to eradicate systemic racism, to heal generational trauma in our communities. Thank you, Madam Chair.
It's Madam President, please. Are there any other announcements this morning? This brings us to the orders of the day. And actually, in fact, we do have two bills for referral, excuse me. Two House bills. I'll begin with H 447, an act relating to approval of amendments to the charter of the town of Springfield, which was introduced by Representative Emmons of Windsor and others. It passed the House on February 16th. Please listen to the first reading of H 447.
H 447, an act relating to approval of amendments to the charter of the town of Springfield.
You've heard the first reading of H 447, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Government Operations. Additionally, H 628, an act relating to amending a birth certificate to reflect gender identity, which was introduced by Representative Small of Winooski and others. It passed the House on February 16th. Please listen to the first reading of H 628.
H 628, act relating to amending a birth certificate to reflect gender identity.
You've heard the first reading of H 628, and the bill is referred to the Committee on Government Operations. This does now bring us to the orders of the day. We have on the calendar for third reading, S 175, an act relating to confidential information concerning the initial arrest and charge of a child. Third reading was ordered on February 17th Are there any amendments before third reading? Please listen to the third reading of S 175.
S 175, an act relating to confidential information concerning the initial arrest and charge of a child.
The question is, shall the bill pass? Are you ready for the question? Kindly unmute. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, no.
No.
The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you've passed S 175. We also have on the calendar for third reading S 265, an act relating to expanding criminal threatening to include threats to third persons. Third reading was ordered on February 17th. Are there any amendments before third reading? Please listen to the third reading of S 265.
S 265, an act relating to expanding criminal threatening to include threats to third persons.
The question is, shall the bill pass? Are you ready for the question? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay.
No.
The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and you've passed S 265. This completes the orders of the day. The senator from Wyndham is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Pending announcements, I move that the Senate stand in adjournment until Tuesday, February 22nd at 9:30.
The senator from Wyndham has moved that, subject to any announcements, the Senate do adjourn until Tuesday, February 22nd at 9:30. Are there any announcements? The senator from Bennington, Senator Campion, is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Education will meet at 1:30.
The senator from Washington is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Senate Finance will meet at 1:30.
The junior senator from Caledonia is recognized.
Thank you, Madam President. Institutions will meet at 1 o'clock.
And the senior senator from Wyndham is recognized.
I think I'm muted.
Oh, we hear you.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry. Senate Government Operations will meet at 1:30 and Senate Reappropriations Committee, Reapportionment Committee, sorry about that, will meet at noon. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any additional announcements? The senator from Wyndham has moved that the Senate, just want to make sure, am I missing anyone? Okay. The senator from Wyndham has moved that the Senate adjourn until Tuesday, February 22nd at 9:30. Are you ready for the question? Kindly unmute. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, nay. The ayes have it, and the Senate stands adjourned until Tuesday, February 22nd at 9:30.